if no one was watching, what would you be doing right now? Maybe some of you thought, I'd be playing a video game, or I'd be watching Netflix right now. Or maybe you thought, I'd be taking a nap right now. That's totally fine. Sometimes our escapes are what makes us human. But let's dig deeper. If you put aside habits, distractions, expectations, what is something you would pursue just because it excites you? When Billie Eilish first entered the music industry, she was just a teenager. Everyone expected her to fit into the same traditional pop star standards. We thought we would see glamorous outfits, big dance numbers, and hear radio-friendly pop songs. But she didn't do that. She wore oversized clothes, she came up with songs with a deeper meaning in her bedroom, and she refused to play by the rules. It wasn't the safe choice, but it was authentic to her. And what happened after that? Millions connected with her. Not because she tried to fit in, but because she chose to stand out. Her story raises the same questions for us. What would you be doing if there was nothing expected of you? Honestly, that is a difficult question to answer. Most of us don't know what our true calling is until university, or maybe not even then. But we can start by trying to understand ourselves right now. Think about this for a moment. When was the last time you signed up for something because you were truly passionate about it? Or did you do it because it would look good on a resume, or because everyone else was doing it? Well, I've been there too. 9th grade MUN, trust me. We all know that feeling, signing up for something because it looks good, not because it feels good. And that's the difference between doing something for appearance versus for passion. And when we choose something that excites us, it doesn't drain us. Instead, it fuels us. We've all had those days when we're exhausted after school and homework, but we still find ourselves doing something that somehow gives us more energy than less. What is that for you? Maybe it's a subject you secretly love, even if no one understands why. Maybe it's the time you were so engrossed in a project that you lost track of time. Those are clues to your authentic self. So, what is authenticity? It isn't just being yourself. Authenticity is alignment. It's when what you do matches who you are. Not what looks good, not what's expected, but what feels real to you. And here's the deeper truth. Once you know what's right for you, nothing is going to stop you. It could even be something as difficult as climbing Mount Everest, but if that's your authentic goal, your innate self will strive to achieve it. And you'll realize that suddenly nobody's opinion matters. Authenticity doesn't just change what you do, it changes the how you do. It changes your mindset. Because when you follow a goal that's truly yours, accomplishing even one step towards it makes you want to accomplish the goal even more. Now, this authenticity, this alignment, it means different things for different students. For some, it might mean getting into a top university, and if that's your dream, go for it. And good luck. For me, authenticity means choosing an unconventional path, deciding to pursue my undergraduate degree in Germany. Now you may be going, what? Why Germany? But hear me out. For me, it's not just about academics. It's the culture, it's the lifestyle, it's even the challenge of learning a new language. It means integrating into a culture and building a life that feels right for me. Deep down, I knew I wanted a challenge that pushed me beyond my comfort zone and shaped me beyond academics. Well, whatever authenticity is for you, here is the brutal truth. It will be scary. Think of any athlete you admire. Take Serena Williams, for example. She didn't become a tennis legend because the road was smooth. She faced losses, injuries, and even critics who doubted her. But what kept her going? Not the trophies, not the rankings. It was the love for the game. That is what made her push through the pain. And authenticity doesn't just mean taking a giant leap, like moving to another country or winning Olympic medals. Like I said before, sometimes it's choosing a subject that someone tells you is too difficult, but you secretly love it. Sometimes it's working on a project that no one cares about, but you can't stop thinking about it. It could even be something small. Maybe it's writing. Maybe it's baking. Or maybe it's coding. Whatever it is, when it's authentic to you, you will find yourself coming back to it again and again, even if no one's watching. And here's what's fascinating. Psychologists have actually studied this. You see, there's a concept called flow. It's that state when you're so absorbed in something that you love that you lose all sense of time. You forget to check your phone, you forget to get up for water, you're just there, completely immersed. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, the psychologist who discovered it, found that people are often at their happiest not when they're relaxing, but when they're in this state of flow. When they're challenged just enough to grow, but still doing something that excites them deeply. That is what authenticity does. It pulls you into this flow. It makes the hard work stop feeling like work and start feeling like meaning. And here's the surprising part. Your brain actually starts to reward you for it. Dopamine, the motivation chemical, isn't just released when you achieve something. It's also released when you're taking meaningful steps to achieve your goal. That's why, when you're on an authentic path, each little milestone feels energizing. You don't want to just finish. You want to keep going. And that's the thing about living in alignment. It gives you roots, the kind that help you grow even through the storms. You see, authenticity is like planting a tree. In the beginning, the roots will take time to grow. You may not see results right away, and the storms will test your patience. But once those roots are strong, the tree can weather anything. It also stands taller, steadier, and unshakable. That is what alignment does for us. This isn't just about students or exams or university choices. Authenticity is something every human wrestles with. Whether you're a parent raising kids, a teenager in high school, or someone in their 50s thinking about a career switch. This question of what feels true to me never really disappears. Think about it. People stay in jobs they don't enjoy, in relationships that don't fulfill them, even in routines that slowly drain them. But why? Because it's safe? Because it's expected? Because it looks right. However, the people we admire most, The leaders, the scientists, the writers, the artists, they're the ones who chose the harder thing, being authentic even when it meant breaking patterns. For parents, it might mean choosing family time over society's expectation of constant work. For athletes, it's pushing through the pain, not for medals, but for the love of the sport. For professionals, it's picking a career they really care about, not just one that looks impressive. No matter who you are, authenticity is universal. And yes, it will be scary. But once you know your path, that's half the work done. Every choice you make that feels true to you makes the next one feel just a little lighter. And suddenly, instead of dragging yourself forward, you feel pulled forward. When I chose Germany, yes, I was scared. I was even terrified at first. But once I knew that it aligned with who I am as a person, something shifted. Learning German didn't just feel like homework. It felt like proof that I was on the right track. Even on the days when I felt grammar was making my head spin, I didn't want to quit. I started viewing those days as stepping stones, those tiny efforts which bring me closer to my goal. So let me leave you with this. Authenticity is not supposed to be easy. In fact, if it feels a little scary, a little uncertain, that's often the best sign that you're on the right path. But here's the real question. What would you be doing if no one was watching? If no one was grading you or applauding you or putting it on a college application? What would you choose because it feels real to you? And the next time you find yourself hesitating, you're stuck between the safe choice or the authentic one, ask yourself, which path aligns with who I am as a person? What makes me want to keep going, even when it's hard? Because that is the art of doing. Not just for the sake of doing, not just for ticking off boxes, but choosing the kind of doing that aligns with your passion. The kind of doing that feels so authentic that you would keep going even if no one was watching. Thank you.